beautiful city of Charlotte, North Carolina, playing host to this evening's RWL Rage. Good evening, fans. My name is Don Hickson, and joining me will be Christy Ogilvie and Myron Schimmelman. And fans, we have got a terrific 2-hour card of RWL Rage action lined up.
Hey everybody. Guys, how about the Black Friday Supercard? Wasn't that something? And oh, what about Snarl? Bulldog Brower and George the Animal Steel, new Legend Tag Team Champions. Are you for real? Crazy stuff as we roll into December, with Memphis Million just weeks away.
And oi, the Memphis Million. Everybody's going crazy for the Memphis Million. But forget about that. We got a great card lined up, fans, so don't go anyway. And we are starting straight out the gate with Legends Division action in our opening contest with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Good to go one-on-one against the unpredictable Mankind. And with Rwl Rage in his corner, forget it, anything could happen.
Tonight's opening contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing 228 pounds, here is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
What a great contribution, what a great part of the Legends Division is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Always ready to compete, and always delivers the goods. Indeed, Ricky Steamboat. Very impressed, striking that pose for the fans here in Charlotte. And they sure do love Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He is going to have his hands full against Mankind.
Mankind is always a threat to upset. You never know what he's gonna do from moment to moment, and if he slaps on that mandible claw on Rick Steamboat, this party could be over real quick for the Dragon.
Well, that is a distinct possibility, Christy.
His opponent, accompanied by Luna Vachon, from parts unknown, weighing 288 pounds, Mankind.
The wild and unpredictable Mankind. Oi, this guy can take punishment. I've seen him do all kinds of crazy stuff. Everybody remembers him falling off the top of the cage in that match with the Undertaker, the Hell in the Cell, right? We certainly do. Mankind, a sort of force of nature. When he gets into that ring and his competitive spirit takes over, followed up with a little bit of insanity.
Ricky Steamboat needs to keep it moving here, needs to not let Mankind get him grounded, because then, he's gonna be in trouble. Once Mankind gets you on the mat, that can be the beginning of the end.
More often than not, that has been the case. He'll put that mandible claw on you in a heartbeat. Man, what a nice match to start this card off. A nice match. There's your bell, and here we go. Here comes centering Rick Steamboat. Look at this. A power display, but Mankind, countering with elbows, takes him down. Rick Steamboat laid out center ring. Mankind rebounds off the ropes, connects with a leg drop. Mankind covers one. Close to one. Rick Steamboat quickly recovering and back to his feet. This is with the chop. Mankind chops him down instead. Steamboat with a knee drives Mankind down to the canvas. Mankind laid out Rick Steamboat with some plans here. Beautiful judo-style toss from Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Luna Vachon in the corner of Mankind. She will be in one-on-one action this evening against Patty Powers. Rick Steamboat covers on only a one, barely just a one. Mankind brought back to his feet, double axe handle from Rick Steamboat. Takes Mankind right back down again. Mankind with a punch to the midsection and a short arm clothesline. Immediately going for a cover. One. No. Rick Steamboat recovering again. Mankind fails to connect with the overhand right, but turns this into a counter on Rick Steamboat. Slams him face first into the canvas to the approval of Luna Vachon. Mankind bringing Steamboat center ring. A display of power here from Mankind. Gut wrench suplex. Steamboat back to his feet. Misses with that chop again. Connects with the right, and a crossbody takes Mankind down center ring. Mankind with a roll-up. Wow, one. Mankind displaying some resourceful moves here. The usually demented Mankind with some scientific skills. What a slam. Rick Steamboat on the receiving end of some brutality at the hands of Mankind. Mankind chiding the crowd. Steamboat back to his feet. Counters with a, oh man, whoa, did you look at this? Beautiful display of acrobatics right there from Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Steamboat behind in an abdominal stretch. Mankind counters into a hip toss. Rounding Steamboat up again. Quick to the midsection and a, whoa, double axe handle and a clothesline. Steamboat quickly recovering here, but Mankind right there waiting for him with a side suplex. Mankind misses. Steamboat makes him pay with a series of kicks and finally connecting with the karate chop. Takes Mankind down. Mankind counters with an arm drag. Mankind, whoa, just slams Rick Steamboat face first into the canvas. Whoa, sets up for that wild chop, but Steamboat, quick with the counter, follows up with a monkey toss. Luna Vachon, absolutely not quite as enthusiastic as she had earlier. Steamboat in control of Mankind at the moment. Ricky Steamboat, and again with a series of chops, a rebound off the ropes, and a, whoa, wicked karate chop. It takes Mankind right back down again. Fails to connect with the neckbreaker. Mankind goes from behind into a rear naked choke, but too close to the ropes. Mankind having to break the hold. Now Mankind making his way to the top turnbuckle. Rick Steamboat laid out not far away. Beautiful crossbody. Beautiful. Mankind misses with the stomp. Steamboat back to his feet and whipped into the far corner. Narrowly missing referee Walt Rothburn. Steamboat shoved down to the corner again. Mankind rounds him up. Steamboat countering with a jawbreaker. Mankind puts on the brakes and slams him down hard. Now Mankind smelling blood in the water here perhaps. Steamboat quickly countering in a beautiful kick right to the back of the head of Mankind. Rick Steamboat working this crowd here in Charlotte. Mankind rebounding off the ropes into the knees of Ricky Steamboat. And Steamboat puts the cap on it with the Russian leg sweep. Rounds Mankind up again. Look at this, a wicked series of chops. Unceasing double chop to the throat. What an assault. Mankind. Whoa, Steamboat misses. But connects again, counters. Mankind countering himself. A series of hard shots. Mankind with an elbow across the back of the head of Steamboat. Now Mankind has him all the way up, long vertical suplex. Mankind gathering up Ricky Steamboat. But for the moment has lost the advantage. Mankind brutal. Driving elbows into the shoulder of Rick Steamboat. Mankind misses with the clothesline. Steamboat with the monkey toss, taking quick advantage of the mistake here. Rick Steamboat makes his way to the top turnbuckle. Mankind slowly making his way to his feet. And here comes the Dragon. Boom! Right across with the crossbody. Covers. 1, 2, 3. Ricky Steamboat by pinfall over Mankind.
The time, 6 minutes, 41 seconds. And your winner, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
The crowd here in Charlotte heaping their praise on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat as Luna Vachon looks on, obviously very upset. But Mankind did not prevail. Ricky Steamboat, putting in some overtime here against Mankind, gets himself the 1-2-3 pinfall over Mankind. What a win for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and what an opening contest for tonight's RWL Rage. We've got a whole lot more on tap, so don't you go anywhere. We'll be back with a whole lot more right after the break. Coming up next, our first tag team contest of the night. Legends Division tag team action as Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens join forces against the legendary Crusher and the Bruiser. Wow, talk about kicking it old school. The Crusher and the Bruiser. Oh yeah.
The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. First, coming down the aisle, at a combined weight of 465 pounds, the team of Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens.
You know, Don, Christie, dirtier fighters, a dirtier pair of wrestlers than Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens you're never gonna find. I mean, these guys, you remember the time they beat the crap out of Playboy Buddy Rose, they beat him with chairs, and Bob Backlund had to come to his rescue? I certainly do remember that, Don. That was a really rough moment. The team of Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens wonder how they're going to do against the Crusher and the Bruiser.
Their opponents at a combined weight of 510 pounds, from Las Vegas, Nevada, the Bruiser, and from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Crusher.
Now here's a tag team we definitely don't see enough of in Legends Division action. It don't get any more old school than Dick the Bruiser athletes, and the one and only, the Crusher. Wonder where they've been keeping themselves. Nice to have them back though, but they're gonna have to watch their backs with Patterson and the Crippler.
You got that right. When it comes to pissing on the rule book, Patterson and Stevens' rule book is the wettest. Myron, you have a very unique view of the world. I know, it's weird. This is why I do what I do. People can't get their heads wrapped around me. And it is going to be Ray Stevens and the Crusher starting us off here in this Legends Tag Team matchup. Referee Willie Johnson sounds the bell. Here we go. Ray Stevens goes around, doesn't connect with the jumping neckbreaker. The Crusher gets countered by Ray Stevens. The Crusher counters with a kick to the midsection. Ray Stevens counters the Crusher, takes him down with a shoulder tackle. Ray Stevens whips Crusher into his team's corner. The Crusher counter. Ray Stevens counters again. The Crusher head first into the turnbuckle. The Crusher turns it around, escapes the corner, whips Ray Stevens to his team's corner. And here we go, look at this. Ray Stevens out there on the floor, the Crusher on the other side. Here we go, slides into third base. Wow. Ray Stevens catches that baseball slide from the Crusher. Now into a suplex on the outside. The referee has initiated the count. Ray Stevens slugging it out with the Crusher on the outside. The Crusher countered again by Ray Stevens. The Crusher countered once more. Ray Stevens really duking it out. Whoa, and what a slam. Ray Stevens gets taken down by the Crusher. And an aggressive brawl on the outside, which finally breaks up. Both Stevens and the Crusher return to the ring. Kick to the midsection from the Crusher. And a DDT center ring for Ray Stevens. The Crusher absolutely worn out from that encounter on the outside. Bump to the back of the head of Ray Stevens. And a flip over neck whip. Ray Stevens counters. Takes the Crusher down, rounds him back up by the hair. Ray Stevens with a spinning neckbreaker. The Crippler rounds up the Crusher. Whips, Willie Johnson's gone down. And here we go, the referee's out to lunch. And now Patterson and Stevens engaging in repetitive blind tags and putting the boots. to the Crusher. At a huge disadvantage on the wrong side of town. And the numbers game way on top. Patterson slides right into the Crusher. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, no. The Crusher with the wherewithal to escape that pin. Elbow to the midsection. The Crusher with Patterson up. Patterson counter slams him down to the canvas head first. Pat Patterson now stalking the Crusher. He's really caught some hell here. Oh, well, look at this. Slams him down. Cover. 1, 2, 3, and whoa, Patterson and Stevens pulling off an upset over the Crusher and the Bruiser. I don't believe it. Let's go to get the official time from Aria Mitchell.
Here is the time, 3 minutes 19 seconds, and your winners, Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens.
Well, damn, guys. To not only steal one away from Crusher and Bruiser, but to do it so quickly too. It's almost like they had a game plan that ran to perfection, because that was seriously, unnaturally fast. What a downer for Crusher and Bruiser.
It was unnaturally fast and unnaturally natural. It just fell into place a little too smoothly, Christy. I'm sorry. Something, it don't smell right. Well, whether it smells right or not, Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens getting the Duke over the Crusher and the Bruiser in what you can only characterize as an upset. Fans, there's still a whole lot more RWL Rage on tap when we return, so don't go anywhere. More RWL Rage when we continue. As RWL Rage continues, more Legends Division competition with the Iron Sheik set to go one-on-one against Diamond Dallas Page, DDP.
It's been a great night for Legend Division fans so far. That's me. I'm Legends Division fans.
I think that's all of us sitting here tonight, Christy.
This next match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Tehran, Iran, weighing 268 pounds, the Iron Sheik.
It is always a blast. Always a joy to see the Iron Sheik in action, whether he's in single competition or he's doing a tag team with Tojo Yamamoto. I always enjoy watching the Iron Sheik work. Most recently, a former Rage television champion. That title now in the hands of Stefan von Berger, much to the consternation of the Iron Sheik and his manager, Blassie Freddy Blassie. Iron Sheik determined to get some gold back around his waist ASAP. And he is probably going to do that.
And please don't blow up the comments about his flag. He's been doing that for years, and back when it really was a big deal.
Hey look, he's the Iron Sheik. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
His opponent, from the Jersey Shore, weighing 248 pounds, Diamond Dallas Page.
The Big Bang DDP Diamond Dallas Page in the house this evening. Set to go one-on-one Legends Division competition against the Iron Sheik.
Iron Sheik has been on the hots lately, and if that holds true for him tonight, it won't be an easy night for Diamond Dallas Page. DDP might have had better chances if Sheiky Baby wasn't in a role like he's been.
And he certainly has been on a roll, Chrissy. Sounds to me like Diamond Dallas Page has got himself some fan support here tonight. The DDP chants loud and proud. Referee sounds the bell. Here comes center ring collar and elbow tie up. Iron Sheik whips DDP into the corner. A series of elbows to the head rolls DDP out. Center ring. Iron Sheik gathers up Diamond Dallas Page. Has him up cradle position. Up and over the shoulder and hangs him up over the top rope. Iron Sheik rebounds off the ropes. Elbow drop right across the chest of DDP. DDP quickly back to his feet with a quick jab and a hard right. Goes behind on the Iron Sheik into a sleeper here. Referee says no. Iron Sheik countering with a jawbreaker. Iron Sheik kick to the midsection, a hard right and another kick. Iron Sheik. The DDP out of the corner delivers a wicked series of kicks with those Persian boots. Iron Sheik quickly countered by Diamond Dallas Page. They lock up again and just as quick. Iron Sheik slammed down to the canvas by Diamond Dallas Page. DDP escorted to the corner by the Iron Sheik, head first into the turnbuckle. Iron Sheik from behind, hard right to the back of Diamond Dallas Page, and another. Iron Sheik whips Page into the ropes, back body drop over the shoulder. Iron Sheik quickly going for a cover, one, and only a one. Iron Sheik frustrated here as Diamond Dallas Page rolls himself out on the floor. Iron Sheik takes himself up to the top turnbuckle, thinks better of it. Trash talking Diamond Dallas Page. DDP didn't even see the Iron Sheik coming. Took him down with a vicious headbutt. Iron Sheik opens up with a series of hard shots and a knee to the head of Diamond Dallas Page. DDP counters with a kick. Diamond Dallas Page snatching control away from the Iron Sheik just as quick as he got it. DDP going to work on the arms and legs of the Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik helpless to do anything about it. Elbow drop right across the chest again. Iron Sheik rolls himself out. DDP, over the top rope, but nobody home. Iron Sheik just out of the way, just in the nick of time. Now gouging the face of DDP on the outside. Referee already counting. Whoa, whipped by the ankle. Halfway across town. Diamond Dallas Page shoves him down, gets back to his feet quickly. DDP whipped into the ring steps. The steel corners striking the abdominal area of Diamond Dallas Page. Iron Sheik back in the ring. Referee still counting DDP here. Page makes his way back inside. A hard right and a left and a kick to the midsection from the Iron Sheik. Hard overhand right. Takes DDP quickly rolling out of the way and into a tornado DDT on the Iron Sheik. Page whips Sheik to the ropes. Elbow takes him down. Page going right back to work on the limbs of the Iron Sheik. DDP rounds him up. There it is, the diamond cutter. Page covers. 1, 2, 3. I don't believe it. The Iron Sheik powering out of the pin after the diamond cutter. Pretty incredible stuff. DDP goes right back to work on the Iron Sheik, this time going into a heel hook stretch. Iron Sheik still laid out on the mat as Diamond Dallas Page continues the assault here. Locks up, Iron Sheik counters with a kick to the midsection. Counters with another. They lock up yet again. Belly to belly suplex center ring from Diamond Dallas Page. Connects with an elbow drop across the chest. Iron Sheik in some deep trouble right here. Another rolling elbow across the back of the Iron Sheik. Diamond Dallas Page. A house on fire here. Rounds up the Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik counters with a forearm. Locks up Diamond Dallas Page. Whips Page into the ropes. A forearm takes him down. Iron Sheik with a blatant choke on Diamond Dallas Page. Rebounds off the ropes. Elbow drop across the chest of DDP. DDP slowly back to his feet. Iron Sheik right there, and what a suplex from the Iron Sheik. Folded Diamond Dallas Page in half. And here we go. Iron Sheik setting it up center ring, the camel clutch. A bleeding Iron Sheik torturing Diamond Dallas Page here. Surprised he didn't keep it going. DDP counters with a kick. Iron Sheik with a series of shots. And he's got DDP. He's setting it up. Here we go, all the way up and all the way back down. Vertical suplex from the Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik going for the cover. 1, 2. Whoa! Diamond Dallas Page refusing to yield here. Iron Sheik becoming extraordinarily frustrated. Absolutely frustrated, Iron Sheik. Look at this, Diamond Dallas Page finds his way back up to his feet. Whips the Iron Sheik into the ropes, misses with the clothesline. DDP catches a clothesline from the Iron Sheik, down he goes. Iron Sheik rounds him up again. Collar and elbow. Diamond Dallas Page counters with a series of elbows to the midsection. They lock up. DDP escorts the Iron Sheik head first into the turnbuckle. And now yanking the arm against those ropes. DDP sets up the... Whoa! Set him up to knock him down off the top turnbuckle down onto the floor. And that was exceptionally vicious. Iron Sheik in serious trouble on the outside. Referee Willie Johnson counting. Iron Sheik pitches out almost into the cameras. Into those ring steps again. DDP makes his way back inside. Takes himself up to the top turnbuckle. Iron Sheik just about getting to his feet here. Here we go. Connects with a double axe handle from 10 feet up. Diamond Dallas Page snatching control away from the Iron Sheik yet again. In this rather intense Legends Division matchup, DDP raining blows on the head of the Iron Sheik, already bleeding profusely. They lock up. Iron Sheik being escorted right back into the ring by Diamond Dallas Page. DDP misses with the elbow. Iron Sheik just about rolls out of the way in time. Connects with a kick. Locks up DDP. Cradle position. Here we go. Held right back into the turnbuckle and spun out center ring is Diamond Dallas Page. Page back to his feet. Woohoo! Running clothesline. Glancing shot. A series of jabs in the right hand. Iron Sheik. Woozy doozy. DDP with a spinning neckbreaker on the Iron Sheik. And woohoo! Look at this. These two guys are wiped out. Diamond Dallas Page back to his feet before the Iron Sheik. Bad news for Iron Sheik as DDP delivers that kick. And here it is. Boom! The Diamond Cutter one more time. Diamond Dallas Page covers 1, 2, 3, and you can count to 3,000. That is it. Diamond Dallas Page wins this one by pinfall over the Iron Sheik.
Here is the time, 8 minutes 22 seconds. And your winner, Diamond Dallas Page.
I'm gonna give it up for DDP, who really stepped it up when he really needed to. Iron Sheik was wearing Page out for a while there, and it might have gone on even longer, but DDP nailed the Diamond Cutter and good night, Sheiky baby. And I mean rock, a bye-bye.
He was down and out for the count, but indeed both of these competitors left it all in the ring in this matchup. A Legends Division matchup to beat the band Iron Sheik and Diamond Dallas Page, performing at peak performance. And what a win for Diamond Dallas Page. More RWL Rage when we return from the break. Stay with us. A final match of the first half this evening with the Rage Tag Team Championships up for grabs as Chris Wilde and Jeff Fortune defend the Rage Tag Team Championships against Big Jake Blackwell and the German technician Stefan Baumberger, the Insider.
Guys, we like to throw the word interesting around a lot, but this match more than meets the description. We've got Blackwell and Von Berger, two singles champions, challenging Chris and Jeff for the Rage Tag belts, and what a win would mean for the Insiders over Wild Fortune. For Jake and Von Berger, and for the Stronghold itself. Sylvia's already sitting on dragon level gold right now, so imagine the Insiders cornering the market tonight.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Chris Wilde and Jeff Fortune are worried about at this very moment. Guys, I'll tell you what. I love a good champion versus champion matchup, and this is a good one. We've got another one on tap later tonight when Angie Angel Guns, the Women's International Champion, faces Women's World Champion Dynamite Jeannie Parker, but that's later in the second hour. Jake Blackwell, the RWL International Champion, and Stefan Von Berger, the Rage Television Champion. Two single champions, the Insiders. their contribution to the gold vault at the Stronghold. And they would love to get those Rage Tag Team Championships away from Chris Wilde and Jeff Fortune. Christy's not wrong. This is an interesting match. In that the Insiders are very, very hot lately. But on the other side, Wild Fortune, they don't want to let go of those belts. They really don't. Since winning the Rage Tag Team Championships at the tournament, Chris Wilde and Jeff Fortune have adamantly refused to part with those belts. And I don't see them giving it up to the Insiders without a fight. That's because that's exactly what they're going to get is a fight.
Yeah, guys. This really is a great first half main eventer for sure. Sure hope this don't turn into a time limit draw, because for this one, we need a clear and clean winner. I don't think the fans would appreciate a muddy ending for this title match.
I don't think anyone would appreciate a muddy ending for this title match. Chris Wilde and Jeff Fortune in particular, who would love to hang on to those Rage Tag Team titles. They have been the men of the hour as far as that's concerned.
They really have come into their own after 12 years. Starting out impressively, with tag team titles by the end of their rookie year in 2012, beating some of the biggest names on the roster, like Dusty and Magnum. They've been multi-time tag champs before, and the team even survived a 6-month split to come back. And well, look where the hard work's brought them to. You've absolutely got to respect what Chris and Jeff have done for themselves.
And the nicest guys in the world, both Chris and Jeff. I could talk to them all day long. But it can't be denied, Chris Wilde and Jeff Fortune. Wild Fortune looking down the barrel of an uncertain matchup here, and a champion versus champion confrontation with Big Jake Blackwell and Stefan Von Berger, the Insider. You know, Christy brought up the time limit draw. It's kind of a good point, because when you got two really good teams like this, they can go long too. It's a real possibility we might get a time limit. I hope not, of course. I'd love to see a clean winner just like anybody else. But again, these guys are really talented. Don't expect no 5-minute quickie here. And this one is all about the brand spanking new Rage Tag Team Championships, minted only this summer. And Chris Wilde and Jeff Fortune already building the legacy and putting respect on the names of these titles.
The challengers, at a combined weight of 575 pounds, the RWL International Champion Big Jake Blackwell and Rage Television Champion Stefan Von Berger, the Insiders. Their opponents, at a combined weight of 445 pounds, the RWL Rage Tag Team Champions Chris Wilde and Jeff Fortune, Wild Fortune.
Aw man, this is gonna be juicy. Can't wait to see who wins.
And it is to be Blackwell and Wilde starting off for their respective teams in this tag team title matchup. Referee Walt Rothberg sounds the bell. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie-up. Chris Wilde suplexes Jake Blackwell, starting things off. Chris Wilde with a hard forearm. Blackwell counters quickly back to his feet, follows up with a stomp. Chris Wilde in trouble. Right away, Big Jake Blackwell with an armbar. Chris Wilde finds his way out. Delivers a knee to the head of Blackwell. A headbutt takes Big Jake Blackwell down. The man of the people in big trouble here. As Chris Wilde goes into a submission early on. But Blackwell quickly finding his way out, quickly back to his feet. Jake Blackwell counters Chris Wilde in his own corner as Big Jake Blackwell torments the arm using the ropes for leverage. Big Jake Blackwell all the way up on the top turnbuckle with Chris Wilde just hanging him up there, suspending him, cutting off his air supply, no doubt. Chris Wilde laid out center ring as Big Jake Blackwell tags in the German technician Stefan Von Berger. Von Berger moves in right away, raining right hands on the head of Chris Wilde. Sylvia Strong watching this one closely. Beautiful moonsault. Astounding speed and aerialism. Wow. From Stefan Von Berger, the German technician. With Chris Wilde power bombed center ring and a wicked knee to the head. Chris Wilde quickly back to his feet, takes Von Berger down. He tags in Jeff Fortune. Jeff Fortune moves in, collar and elbow on Von Berger. whips him out onto the apron. Von Berger, quick with the counter, gets his way back. Whoa! Jeff Fortune takes him down the hard way. Jeff Fortune catches an elbow from Von Berger. The German technician with a kick to the midsection. Locks up Jeff Fortune. Jeff Fortune counters. Counters again. Takes him down, pins. One. And only a one count. And Jeff Fortune definitely on the attack here in this tag team championship matchup. The Rage tag titles on the line. Center ring submission. Von Berger in big trouble. Here comes Big Jake Blackwell. But Von Berger finding his way out easily. Blackwell takes himself back to his corner. Up over the shoulders goes Jeff Fortune. And head first into the turnbuckle. Stefan Von Berger putting the boots to Jeff Fortune. Rebounds off the ropes and a face wash right across the head of Jeff Fortune. Fortune makes his way to the tag, and here comes Chris Wilde. Chris walks up from behind, slams him down. Chris Wilde countered with a dragon screw by Von Berger. Von Berger steps out. Here comes Big Jake Blackwell. Blackwell with a right. Chris Wilde counters with a kick and another and a DDT. Landing the face of Big Jake Blackwell right into the canvas. Blackwell with a wraparound DDT for Chris Wilde. And a knee to the head. Big Jake Blackwell with speed all the way up to the top turnbuckle here. Standing himself up. Changes his mind. The high-risk maneuver, perhaps too high risk. Blackwell goes around. Look at this. What a kick. A double axe kick and a third axe kick. Wow. Big Jake Blackwell moving with the speed of an express train here. Arm breaker on Chris Wilde. Chris Wilde counters back to his feet quickly. Fails to connect with the drop kick. Blackwell with a hard right. Big Jake Blackwell. Into the corner goes Chris Wilde. And Blackwell again using the ropes and torturing the arms. Chris Wilde head first again into the turnbuckle. Big Jake Blackwell on fire here. Working on Chris Wilde. Alley-oop assist out of the corner. Blackwell rounds him back up. Here, whoa. Chris Wilde puts on the brakes and counters the suplex. Chris rounding Blackwell up. Blackwell being escorted to the Wild Fortune corner, head first into the turnbuckle. Blackwell counters, locks up again. And whoa, again the suplex countered by Chris Wilde. Turned it into an arm drag. Chris Wilde again trying to escort Blackwell to the corner. Blackwell refusing. Most impolitely running clothesline takes Chris down into the corner. And once again, alley-oop assisted out of the corner. Big Jake Blackwell rounds him up by the throat. Whoa! Pitches him into almost into his team's corner. Here comes Stefan Von Berger. Von Berger rounding up Chris Wilde. Chris Wilde into the turnbuckle and spun out center ring. Von Berger all the way up on the top. Chris Wilde. Well, Jeff Fortune trying to put on the brakes, but no good. And it's a failure to launch. Chris Wilde, neckbreaker. Von Berger. Whoa, takes down Chris Wilde. Off the ropes, beautiful moonsault. Von Berger tags in Big Jake Blackwell. Blackwell moving in. Rounds up Chris Wilde. Locks up. Wilde whipped out onto the apron. Blackwell rounds him up. Oh! Slammed into the apron. Big Jake Blackwell. Very aggressive in this matchup. Chris Wilde misses. Locks up Blackwell. Draws a knee into the midsection of Big Jake Blackwell. Chris Wilde making his way back inside. Blackwell coming to his senses. Brings himself back inside. Chris Wilde locked up, taken down by Blackwell. Big Jake Blackwell taking a moment to do a little showboating for the fans. Here comes Jeff Fortune. Fortune from behind. Inverted DDT. Jeff Fortune rolling elbow across the chest of Big Jake Blackwell. Blackwell quick with the counter and a dragon screw. Big Jake Blackwell stepping out. Here comes the German technician Stefan von Berger on the tag. Von Berger charges. Whoa, wicked kick. Beautiful. Von Berger goes to work. And a down Jeff Fortune rounds him back up. A knee. Jeff Fortune quick with the counter. Whips Von Berger out onto the apron. Von Berger hangs him up on the top rope, brings himself back inside. The Insiders with the advantage at the present time over Rwl Fortune. With the German technician raining blows on Jeff Fortune off the second rope. Knee right to the midsection. Jeff Fortune catches a wrist clutch knee from Stefan von Berger. Von Berger rounds up Jeff Fortune again. Look at this running forearms and a spinning. Whoa, what a shot. Down goes Jeff Fortune. A series of wicked kicks to the head. As Von Berger steps out, in comes Big Jake Blackwell, the man of the people, the international champion, rounding up Jeff Fortune. Fortune counters, fails to connect with the dropkick. Von Berger watching as Big Jake Blackwell suplexes Jeff Fortune. And here comes Stefan von Berger again. Quick tags, frequent tags from the Insiders. You can always expect to see this. Here we go. Von Berger, top rope, Jeff Fortune just getting to his feet. Here it comes, boom! Double axe handle right across the head of Jeff Fortune. Jeff Fortune connects with the drop kick that time. Jeff dragging Stefan von Berger, almost 300 pounds, center ring. Von Berger counters, back to his feet. The German technician steps out. Here comes Big Jake Blackwell again. Blackwell with a double shot to the midsection sends Jeff Fortune reeling. Jeff Fortune up over the shoulders, fireman's carry position into the power. Whoa! Chris Wilde watching as Jeff Fortune gets pitched to the outside. Here comes Blackwell again. Jeff Fortune in big trouble as Chris Wilde watches his partner. Whoa! Package suplex. Jeff Fortune really catching it. Blackwell fails to connect with the knee that time. Jeff Fortune with a suplex of his own. Gathers up Big Jake Blackwell and rolls in. The man of the people. Jeff Fortune finds his way back inside. Blackwell misses with the top. Fortune connects with a couple of good shots. Jeff Fortune has him all the way up for the suplex. Oh man, Big Jake Blackwell counters with a German suplex of his own from behind. Rounds up Jeff Fortune. Jeff Fortune being escorted into the Insider's corner, but decides he doesn't like it there. Whoa, slams Jake Blackwell's face right into the canvas. Blackwell suplex again by Jeff Fortune. Jeff Fortune steps out. Here comes Chris Wilde. Big Jake Blackwell laid out, absolutely motionless. Rounded up by Chris Wilde. Locked up Blackwell, counters with a kick, locks up with Chris Wilde. And whoop, cravat suplex. Pitched towards the Insider's corner. Blackwell rounds up Chris. Oh, Chris counters. Chris Wilde taking Blackwell where he wants him to go. Head first into the turnbuckle. Big Jake Blackwell pulled out. Here we go. Whoa, what a bulldog from Chris Wilde. Big Jake Blackwell catches a headbutt. And the momentum has shifted here in this matchup towards Wild Fortune, the reigning Rage Tag Team Champions. Big Jake Blackwell rolls them up, small package. Look at this one. Oh man, that was a close thing. Whoa, another neat pin here, one. Oh, a lot of skill displayed by both these teams. Chris Wilde starts raining left hands onto the head of Big Jake Blackwell. Here comes Jeff Fortune. Blackwell back to his feet. Jeff Fortune right there to greet him. Forearm takes Blackwell down. A hard kick to the back. Jeff Fortune coming out aggressive here in his turn. Into a submission on Blackwell. Blackwell not going to tap out, I can guarantee you that. Here comes Stefan Von Berger to make the save, but Chris Wilde putting the brakes onto that one. Blackwell, another cravat suplex for Jeff Fortune. Jeff Fortune gathered up. Look at this. Woohoo! Nice fisherman suplex. And here comes the German technician, Stefan Von Berger. Von Berger off the ropes. Whoa! Connects with the flying punch. Down goes Jeff Fortune. Jeff Fortune in big trouble here. Von Berger drives a knee into the head of Jeff Fortune. Goes for the cover and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh! Well, close but no cigar for the German technician. Whoa! Spinning back fist. Jeff Fortune reeling as Blackwell comes back in on a tag. Sylvia Strong watching this one really closely. What it would mean for the Stronghold if the Insiders were to snag the Rage Tag Team Championship. Jeff Fortune rounds up Blackwell, escorting him towards Wild Fortune's corner, head first in the buckle. Here comes Chris Wilde, and here comes a double team. Middle rope from Chris, double axe handle across the arm of Blackwell. A hard chop. Blackwell off the ropes, turned around. Oh, look at this. Chris Wilde choking Jake Blackwell over the top rope. Slam Jake Blackwell face first into the mat. Chris Wilde coming in hot on this tag. Blackwell resisting. Chris Wilde elbows into the midsection from Big Jake Blackwell. Blackwell locks up Chris, has him up over the shoulders. Here we go, head first into the turnbuckle. And down goes Chris Wilde as Stefan Von Berger comes in on the tag, charges. Whoa! Wicked kick to the face. Chris Wilde counters with an enziguri. Down goes Stefan Von Berger as Jeff Fortune comes in. Von Berger again connects with that wicked kick to Jeff Fortune this time, and an enziguri one more time. What a well-oiled machine is Wild Fortune as Chris Wilde comes in again. Chris Wilde, whoa, Von Berger, a third time with that wicked kick. Von Berger whipped into the far corner. Chris Wilde moves in, has him out there. Middle rope, another bulldog off the middle rope from Chris Wilde. Supreme aerialist, Chris Wilde and Jeff Fortune. Chris Wilde tuning up the band here. Here's the spear, a pounce like a wildcat cover. 1, 2. No! Stefan Von Berger finding his way out of that one. What a kick right there from Chris Wilde. Knocked the block off of Stefan Von Berger. Here comes Jeff Fortune. Von Berger laid out but good. Here we go again. Jeff Fortune setting it up. Whoa, another pounce, another spear, and another cover. Here we go. 1, 2. No! Stefan Von Berger absolutely refusing to go down with the ship here. Chris Wilde dragging Stefan Von Berger center ring. A kick across the chest. Jeff Fortune setting it up into a submission here, stretching the legs. But there is Big Jake Blackwell to break the submission up. Blackwell whipped out onto the floor by Jeff Fortune. Von Berger in big trouble here. Laid out like a beast whale. Here we go. Jeff Fortune, top rope. And whoa, fails to connect with that flying forearm. Von Berger still reeling. Oh, whoa, Stefan Von Berger says surprise, wicked kick. But Jeff Fortune countering with a right and slam. Stefan Von Berger head first into the canvas. Here we go, Jeff Fortune tuning up the band here. Oh man, here's another spear and another pounce and yet another cover. 1, 2, 3. Wild Fortune retaining the Rage Tag Team titles over the Insiders. Wow.
The time, 17 minutes, 15 seconds. Your winners, and still, RWL Rage Tag Team Champions, Wild Fortune.
Well, there you have it. After a pot boiler and a buzzer beater of a match, Chris Wilde and Jeff Fortune prevailing and retaining the Rage Tag Team Championships over extremely game competition. And Jake Blackwell and Stefan Von Berger, the Insiders. What a title retention here. And you know, if you watched that match really carefully, if you watched it very closely, there was a couple of times that came real close to Jake Blackwell and Von Berger snagging those titles away from Wild Fortune. It was a very, very close thing. Chris Wilde and Jeff Fortune dodged a bullet tonight. Well, fans, coming up a whole bunch more action in the second half. And we'll be beginning that shortly, but first, an interview segment of some interest. Fans, my guest this evening, an independent superstar, now making his way in RWL, Mad Dog Mark McKay. And Mr. McKay, you are a name making news in recent weeks with your recent feud with the United Kingdoms, and in the process dislocating the knee of Ballarat Jack Jones. Do you have anything to say? Do you know why they call me Mad Dog Don? It's because I'm a man of an impulsive nature. Also, I didn't come here to make friends. I came to win. As for Ballarat Jack, see you in 6 to 8 weeks, Jones. He fell into some very bad luck. It's the nature of the beast, Don. This isn't a Pillsbury bake-off. People get hurt doing what we do. Fair enough, I suppose. Mr. McKay, some fans have expressed interest in the relationship between yourself and Miss Morse X. Some fans would be better off leaving the unknown to itself, Don. There are things that aren't meant to be known and should be left unknown. It's fun being mad, Don. You can get away with anything. Anyway, next question, Don. I'm running out of time. Have you any closing thoughts, Mr. McKay? Only a message in general to the locker room, Don. How much you get in my way is how proportionate you're going to be hurt. Mad Dog Mark McKay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. We'll be back with more RWL Rage right after this.